But I thank the Lord for the opportunity, and like I mentioned, and if you have your Bibles, we're going to be in St. Luke chapter 14, starting verse 16. And I thought when you're there, you can say amen, and I'll talk a little bit. I think, like I said, I thank the Lord for being here tonight, and hopefully I can say something that'll help somebody tonight. And, I'm sitting there and trying to meditate upon the Lord and just couldn't come upon something. I had something totally different, and then the Lord just came to me with something else. How many of you guys have had that happen before? You study it out and study it out and study it out, and you're like, man, this is it. This is it. And the Lord will say, nope, this is what I want you to do. So I was going to preach on stranger danger. Stranger danger. But, like I said, the Lord gave me something totally different. So, here we are. So I'll start reading. Verse 16, Luke 14:16 says, Then said he unto him, A certain man made a great supper, and bade many, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, Come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee, have me excused. And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me excused. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. So that servant came and showed his Lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, Go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor, and the maimed, and the halt, and the blind. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, Go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. For I say unto you, that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. I'll stop right there. And I thought, Brother Houston, the thought came to my mind, what's your excuse? What's your excuse? So here we are. The Lord has prepared for us a great supper, Pastor. Okay? What's your excuse? What's your excuse? Do you have a good excuse? He's bidding you to come. He's bidding you to partake of the food. He wants you to taste. He said, taste and see that it is good. And I've tasted and I like it, Johnny. It's pretty good. But what is your excuse? Now, I know my children will find every excuse in the world, and now we'll fix them anything they like. We'll fix supper so that way we don't have to fix 2 or 3 different things at supper time. And Layla and Chloe will decide, hey, I don't want this. Can I have something else? Knowing it's their favorite thing. Well, I don't like it. Well, we had it a couple weeks ago. I know you like it. You ate 3 plates of it. So they'll come up with any excuse they can to eat chicken and fries or something, a snack. They'll want a snack instead of eating. But Brother Houston, I'm here to tell you, I don't want a snack. The Lord's bidding me to come and sit at his table, Rita. There's more there than just a snack, Mom. Whew. I feel it, Johnny. I feel him. The Lord has given me more than a snack. I don't want a snack. Now, when I get a snack, I'm going to get hungry a little bit later now. I don't want a snack. I don't like snacks. That's right. I want to be able to eat, get my belly full. And as Dad calls them, go home and take a Sunday nap. Get your belly full and go home and lay down and take a nap. That way I can lay down and know that I'm not going to be hungry later until it's dinner time again. But see here, we go down here and I'll try and break it down a little bit. And it said, a certain man made a great supper and bade many. That means he called many. Okay? He called many. He picked up the phone and said, hey, so-and-so, I need you to come. I'm having some supper. Come and join me for a little bit. Let's fellowship for a little bit. Let's sit down. Let's talk. Let's have a good old time. I ain't seen you in a couple weeks. I want to know how you're doing. You know, if I ain't seen you in a couple weeks, I'm going to call you and find out what's wrong. I want to know. So if that means inviting you to my dinner table, I'm going to invite you to my dinner table and find out if something's wrong with you. Why? Because I love you, because I care about you. See, that's the same way it is here. And send his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. See, Brother Houston, the table's ready. The food is there. He's bidden for everybody to come so they can taste that food so they can eat. He doesn't want his people to go hungry, Rita. See, as I go out there, Brother Houston, I look out there on the streets and see all the people that are out here on everything, Brother Houston. They're starving for something. They're hungry. They're hungry. But they're not feeding on the right thing, Brother Johnny. They're not feeding on that right thing. They're snacking. They're looking for something else, Brother Johnny, to fill that void. To fill it. It don't make a difference what it is. They'll find something to fill that void because they're hungry. They're starving. Maybe they haven't had somebody to tell them about that great supper, Cheryl. They ain't had nobody to tell them about Jesus. He's inviting them to come, Johnny, and eat at the table. Eating all that good food. You can look at me and tell I like to eat, so I like good food. You come with me, I'll show you where you can get some good food. I like some good food. And they all, with one consent, began to make excuse. So all of them at the exact same time came up with an excuse. What's your excuse? And when the Lord has bidden me to come and sit at his table, Brother Johnny, and eat me some good victuals, some good cooking now, I don't care what it is, because I know whatever the Lord's got for me to eat, it's going to be good. It's good. It's going to be healthy for me. It's going to do me some good in the long run. What's your excuse? I don't have an excuse when the Lord wants me to come, Cheryl. He says, hey, come and eat. Come and taste it. It's good. I don't want to be like these other ones and have an excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee, have me excused. Well, at least he had enough manners to say, have me excused. But was that piece of property, Brother Houston, really worth skipping out on something to eat? Sight unseen. Didn't even know what. That could have been everything in the world wrong with it. But that was better to do, Philip, than eat at the table. What's your excuse? And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me excused. See, here we go. Here's another one that's got enough manners to say, have me excused. See, he wanted to be excused because he just bought him 5 oxen, and he wanted to go check them out and see what they look like. Because, you know, he needed them oxen to till his land or whatever. I don't know what they use them for. What was his excuse? And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. I have married a wife, and I can't come. No excuses. What's your excuse? Now, I will never use my wife for an excuse on why I can't come, because I ain't fixing to get in no trouble. Because my wife will tell you different. How I love my wife. Everybody knows I love my wife. That's my baby over there. That's my wife. But, Brother Houston, if I can't come, what's my excuse? I don't have one. I can't use my wife for an excuse. So here we are now. This feller has called all these people to come and all of his friends to come to supper and have some supper with him and meet with him and talk with him and just have a good old time. Now, that's the best part about supper, Cheryl. You sit down at supper, you get to talk. Now, we got a thing at home. When we sit down for supper, no TV, no cell phones. The kids don't even have their tablets. We sit down, Brother Houston. We sit at the dinner table. We say our blessing over our food. Then we eat. Then the wife and I, we ask the children, how was your day? How was school? Did you learn anything new today? Then we'll ask each other, how was your day? How was your day at work? So that servant came and showed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor, the maimed, the halt, and the blind. See, now this fellow was so angry now, so upset with his friends, or so-called friends, that he just told his servant, Johnny, just go out there and bring me everybody. Everybody that's hungry. Everybody that's hungry. Bring me the poor, the maimed, the halt, and the blind. Bring them here. Bring them to me. Bring them to me. I know they're hungry. I'll feed them. Because I know if they're poor, they might not have enough money to go get them something to eat. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. So he still got room, Brother Houston. The Lord still got room. It don't make a difference how many people's on this earth. There's billions and billions and billions of people on this earth, but there's still room at the Lord's table for every single person to eat. He's got enough food for everybody to eat to where they won't go hungry. Now see, I'm the type of person, Brother Houston, I make sure my wife and my children eat first, and then I eat. I make sure there's enough food for them to eat. The Lord's the same way, Brother Johnny. He's going to make sure that there's enough food for everybody to eat, and then He's going to eat. Even if He don't eat, Brother Houston, I'm pretty sure the Lord's satisfied. As long as all of His people are satisfied and they ate and have gotten their fill, He's going to be happy. I can remember when I was a kid growing up, sometimes we had some hard times growing up when we were kids. And Mom would go to the cupboards and go to the fridge and fix whatever she had to fix, Brother Houston. It didn't make a difference what it was. Mom would fix it. We'd eat it because we were thankful that we had something to eat. No excuses. We were thankful for what we ate. If we didn't eat it, we went to bed hungry. Because whatever it was that Mom fixed, it was all that Mom had to fix, and there was nothing else to fix. Fried hot dogs and potatoes. Fried hot dogs and potatoes. Every now and then, some fried spam and macaroni and cheese. So here we are. Now I've left you with still room at the table now. So he's upset, his friends. So he tells his servant, okay, we still got room. So what do we do now? And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. See, he knew that he couldn't rely on his friends, but he knew there was plenty of people out there that were hungry, that he knew his house could get filled. He knew that that food, Pastor, wasn't going to go to waste. For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. Now that's a bad thing. The Lord's bidding you, Brother Johnny, to come and taste his food. And you come up with an excuse. And then he tells you you're not even worthy enough to eat it no more. Now wouldn't that be something, Pastor? Amen. The Lord bidding you to come eat? And you say, not right now, Lord, I've got other things I got to do. Those other things are more important. And then you get all the way down here and he says that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. I'd hate for that to happen. For the Lord to call me and say, hey, I got some food. Come eat. I'm going to say, okay, I'm coming. And then 5 minutes later, I say, Lord, I got a flat tire. I can't come. Or, Lord, I got to go to the grocery store. I'm out of laundry detergent. I got this uneasy feeling in my stomach, Lord. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to call the doctor. Maybe I need to go to the doctor. I just can't come over for supper. And then for him to say, you'll no longer eat my supper. What's your excuse? Is your excuse going to be good enough for the Lord? No, it's not. There's no good excuse on why you can't partake in everything that the Lord has for you. There's no excuse. Now I know this road is not easy. But, Brother Houston, as long as my soul is saved when my time comes, that's all that matters to me. I don't care if I've got the biggest supper in the world to eat, Rita, or I've got the smallest supper to eat. I'm still going to thank the Lord for it. Why? Because the Lord gave me, regardless of whether it's a large supper or a small supper, the Lord gave me food to eat. There's people out there, naturally and spiritually, Pastor, that are hungry. They're craving something. They're having too many snacks. My children, they kill me every time they get up from the dinner table. After they get done eating, they can, like I said, they can eat 3 plates of their favorite food. And here they are 30 seconds later, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? How can you be hungry? You just ate 3 plates full of food. And Brother Johnny, if I eat 3 plates full of food, I don't want a snack. I'm looking for somewhere to lay my head down. I'm pretty satisfied, Brother Houston, that if the Lord bid me to eat at his table and eat some food, I'm not going to want a snack 30 seconds later. Now, don't get me wrong. I let them babies have their snack when they get done. They're my babies. I spoil them. They want a snack, Daddy will give them a snack. But Brother Houston, I don't want to come, I don't want to try and come up with no excuse. I don't want to have an excuse. I don't want to have anything in mind on why I can't sit down at the table with the Lord. Because I know everything that He's got for me is good. It's better than good. Since I've been serving him, I ain't found one thing bad that he's given me. I may go through some things. I may go through some trials. Things have come up. Things have come along. But he's never left me. He's always been there to comfort me. I'm feeling the Spirit start to leave, and I'll just leave you with this. What's your excuse? I'm going to turn it back over to Brother Johnny.